Hello everyone, it's Tuesday. This week has been a really good week. Last night our Emerging Man had their award ceremonies and it was a very nice ceremony and it was a very fun night, even though it made me very, very sad that I am leaving band because I'm going to miss everyone so much. And I kind of wish that I could pick up the state of Florida and move it slightly further north, but somehow still manage to keep the weather the same. Because then I could be near you guys and enjoy palm trees. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about today. Today I want to talk about this book. Because this book is really, really good. It's called The Disreputable History of Frankie Landry Banks. And I took this out from the library on Monday. And I'm almost done with it. I have to turn it in tomorrow, so that way the librarians can get ready to close the library. And in it, the main character starts talking about a society called the Cacophony Society, which was originally named the Suicide Club, but none of the members were planning to commit suicide. It was related to a series of stories that were written by Robert Louis Stevenson, and I thought that the chapter about it was really cool, and I wanted to read you guys some of it. The activities of the club and its descendants, the Cacophony Society and Cacophony 2.0, can be classified into two categories: urban exploration and public ridiculousness. As urban explorers, they climbed suspension bridges, most notably the Golden Gate. They infiltrated abandoned buildings and dragged themselves down into the sewer system for an unofficial tour. They threw costume parties in cemeteries. As public ridiculous persons, they would dress in animal costumes and go bowling. One of their more notorious events was Clowns on a Bus, in which dozens of seemingly unrelated clowns, each waiting at different bus stops on the same route, would board a city bus as part of the morning commute. Another such event is the Brides of March, which has happened annually for the past 8 years. Participants wear wedding dresses, parade the streets buying pregnancy kits, flirting with the clerks in formal wear stores, shopping at Tiffany's, and trying on lingerie at Victoria's Secret. They finish by drinking champagne at a bar where they plan to proposition tourists until either we get married or thrown out. Club members have been known to spend entire weekends dressed as Santa Claus. The first SantaCon, also sometimes called Santa-Archy, was intended as a surreal celebration, a kind of holiday prank. It happened in 1994. People sang naughty versions of Christmas carols and paraded through the streets. It was such a success that its organizers thought it was too perfect to repeat. They subsequently adopted a motto: anything worth doing is worth driving into the ground. Now, SantaCon is staged in approximately 30 cities. Some of the events raise money for charities, others are more about bar hopping. The main point is not a critique of the commercialization of Christmas, though some critics have viewed it as such. The main point is the same that of the Suicide Club and the Cacophony Society, to create psychedelic moments in life, where the usual restrictions of society melt away. I thought that this is only like a fraction of a chapter, but I thought that this portion was really cool and really interesting because a year or two ago, I forget which, I was in Grand Central Station with my parents. We were going to New York to, I think, do Christmas shopping and I think see a Broadway show. And all of a sudden, there were Santa Clauses everywhere. Like, it didn't we didn't notice it until we got into like the main area of Grand Central, and you've got like 2 flights of stairs on each side. And if you've ever been in Central Station, you know the room that I'm talking about probably. And there were just Santas everywhere. Every color, size, shape, every type of Santa Christmas costume you can imagine was there. And I remember thinking that it was such a cool thing, and I ended up asking a couple of the Santas what they were doing and why there were so many people dressed as Santa. And one of the guys is like, yeah, it's kind of just a big bar hopping thing. And someone was like, oh yeah, it's just a fun thing to do. And I ended up Googling it when I got home that weekend. But the funny thing was, even in Googling it, I didn't realize that it had to do with the society they're talking about in this book. Like, I just thought it was like some small thing that a bunch of people decided to put together, even though there were a lot of people in the train station. But I didn't realize like the meaning of it, and I thought that was such a neat thing. And I just wanted to share that with all of you. And I hope that everyone is having a good week. Jency and I missed you yesterday. Sam, I hope to see you tomorrow. Please don't let me be the only person to post a video this week. I don't want to be talking to myself on here. Thank you. Bye. Hope everything's going well.